Hi there. Hello everyone, and good day to some part of the world. Good night in Canada, in BC. Today I'd like to share my story, since I am already since we enter into this business, which is online digital business. We become a public figure. So I notice on my statistics, some are checking my profile. So this is a good opportunity to share my story, and so that some of you can relate and maybe resonate my story, and also prove that this is a legitimate business. It's recognized by the government. You have nothing to be ashamed of. What you just need to do is focus on your goals and be patient, and success will just come along. So I just thought about this for others to inspired or be motivated, or can learn lessons from life, because every one of us has a unique journey in life. So we really cannot compare the successes achieved by others to our success. So every one of us has a unique journey that is that's our life journey. So here it goes. I titled my this is actually like a summarized story of my childhood to college days, beginning college. So if you really like to, of course, if you really like to dig into details, it would take me like a 2 hour. It's like a movie. So, but this is like a summarized background of my my life. So I titled it, "Have you ever thought, what can we become?" And this is my life journey. Way back in my childhood days, my life has a twist and turning points. In my opinion, my first biggest change is when my mother passed away when I was 8 months old. So it's really a turning point. But way back then, I don't know, but I guess it's maybe I keep on crying as my grandmother and my relative told me. So it was tragic moments in my life. So I grew up in my grandmother, which also gave me so much love, and challenges comes my way, which I then developed a very shy attitude and inferiority complex. I had an uncontrollable nervousness in dealing with people or crowds. I understand all this depends on our background, influences, and experiences. All these factors may contribute to what we are now or what we become in some ways. One may have a strict parent, a conservative, or a liberated family. Some are poor, middle class, and some have everything they dream of. As I grew up with my grandmother, I remember making my own toys out of empty cans, out of spare branches of trees, or anything I can create. Life is very basic and simple back then. We depend on the radio and we watch TV on our neighbor's window. And when it's time to go home, I run fast because street lights is a privilege in our area, and the road was dark and I'm so afraid, so I run. Sometimes I close my eyes and run. My favorite show that time is $6 Million Man. So for you guys, you can relate what year is that one. The internet was not even conceived then. Life was slow. Sometimes I found myself daydreaming of my future and reflect on the silence and quietness of being alone. I had moments I asked why my life like this. Questions of what if are a normal scene in my mind. For whatever reason, time is our loyal companion. All those things will just pass by. Nothing is permanent. Going to school, helping out at home, and playtime is a routine. Small habits or activities, if repeated many times, can develop the outcome we are today. Memories we experience can bind us from the past and can be armor or a spy that can prevent us from what we want to become, or rather take us to a higher peak. I am amazed how time flies. Some moments in my high school I cannot even remember or recall, but only those awkward or embarrassing moments that stick out. Our memories are complex, fades away and replaces with new ones. After high school, I ventured into the big city, excited to explore, and my imagination just take me away. To my grandmother, it was a lonely decision. Looking after my success, her unselfish act to this day is what I am so grateful. That moments in my life were another turning point. In spite of not knowing what my future holds. For me, with no guarantees, I patiently focus on my goal to be educated, and obviously, it was not an easy task. For every decision we made, knowingly or unknowingly, we may be prepared or not. The outcome is no guarantee. Of course, success favors the prepared mind. After a few years, my loving grandmother passed away. Our emotions really are fragile. With that being said, let us be sensitive to our emotions of others around us, especially those that give us unconditional love. Do not rob them of their ways and means to express their love to us. This is more or less addressed to the millennials. Do not rob them of their ways and means to express their love to us, our parents. Sometimes I experience or I noticed too, I saw in the movie sometimes. Millennials or teenagers are awkward if their parents or the mother or the father are showing or expressing their love for them. It's fine. As I'm saying, do not rob them of their ways and means to express their love to you. Let them express their love, because remember, it is temporary, and we should make the most of it. Life is like a puzzle. There is always someone that will fit in. My auntie never ceased to look after my sake, stand by me, support me, those when my college life begins and my journey continues. To appreciate what you become today, it is good to reflect on our past. It is good to reflect on our past experiences and share the good values we developed. So as a conclusion, this is the moral of my story. Memories fade, sometimes forgotten. Make the most of what we have today. Create. Number 2, life has no guarantee. Go with the flow and do the best we can. Number 3, no matter what background we have, focus on the good that you may become. And number 4, repel negative thoughts that prevent you to move forward. And finally, number 5, small good habits, when done repeatedly, can define your character today. So that's about it. It's not actually specific, but somehow my life journey is summarized on what I told you. So again, so we have no time for question and answer. So again, thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Good night, and have an amazing day on the other side of the world. Thank you very much. Bye for now.